Hi guys, it's Abhishek here, and today we will be trying to put in the update and delete feature of the CRUD in our application. This is part 5, and probably this is the penultimate video which will be coming out. Um, in the next video, what we'll do is we'll add the feature to the basic app. Today we are just going to work on our server.js and try to get the desired results using Postman. And these are the comments which we'll be using. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the thing working. One more bug which generally comes across these kind of projects is suppose you want to run this def, I mean, you want to run this, well, everything that using the proc file and all of that. If you run something, and when NodeMon tries to start the server.js, there might be an error saying that address 3100, not 3100, the port 3100 is already in use. Uh, this usually, I don't know why this happens, but it happened with me last time around, and this time also it's happening. So the solution which I find to be the best is use kill all -9 node. What it does is that it kills all of the node um, processes that are running in the system, and also have mongodb running, because that throws in a different kind of error which doesn't really show that mongodb is not running. So after that, everything works. Let's get coding. Here, what we'll do is add that first. What we are going to do is we are going to write routes for updating the comments, and then we are going to write routes for deleting the comments. Okay. As usual, we use app.put here because we have taken care of the CORS problem here using using methods and headers. It's not going to be a big problem. You won't have to set up something differently. You just have to like copy paste this normal this pathway, because in the normal, well, the browsers that are there, put function is not generally there. Like it's there in Postman, like there's put and patch, all of that. But as far as the browsers are concerned, it doesn't have that. Till now, it still runs on get and post. So we use CORS. So we use this. We allow methods and headers to take care of that problem. Anyway, let's use put, and in that, what we'll do is we'll have a function, well, generally a callback function. Sorry about that. Taking the resolution, res, and as well as request. What we'll do here is we are going to go with comment.find by IT, all of that in camel cases. We are going to go request.params dot comment underscore ID, referring to this guy over here, right? So comment underscore ID. And once that comment is found, we are going to use a callback for that again, and the callback would have, if there are any errors, it would take in the errors. If we get that, get the comment back, it's going to get that comment. Now notice that this comment, any reference to comment which we write inside this is going to refer to this comment, because That is how scoping works in JavaScript. Um, so we are going to go with a very basic error handling, saying that if there are any errors, we're going to go with res.send, and we are basically going to send the error. But if that is not the case, if there are no errors, we are going to update. We're going to update it. So let's do something. Let's use ternary stuff. And we do this by if request.body dot author. If request.body.author is there, then what we're going to do is, actually what I should have done is, wait, let me just show you guys something before writing any of this. Let's go and just console.log the well, the request, which we'll get. Or let's just write the comment, which we'll get. Let's, yeah. If this works properly, yeah. Let's just copy this one. The comments are cool thing, and I may not have written properly. Okay, we have to specify the route which it will be taking. This function is the callback when that route is done. What we'll do here, I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry about it. What we'll do is we'll go with slash comments slash the ID, which we will be getting, or rather comment underscore ID. Right? Notice that this and this are the same, since we are requesting that. Now let's do that, and it's still running. Now if we do this, and if we send it, we should be getting that. Let's try that out. Okay, that's not working. Fine, we're gonna have to work on something else. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Whenever there is an update in that, that should be working. Comments, whenever there's comments, there's there. Let's use this ID once again. I'm just, I've gone back to the debugging mode because this is how, well, things generally work. We find bugs, we try to solve them. Should be working. I don't know. I paste this and oh, it's the put request. Sorry. Let me send it. Comment is not defined. Why can't I? There we go. We are getting an error saying that comment is not defined. Get this part. Okay, I think I got the problem. We are using the model with capital C, and probably that's the reason why it's not working. Let's try it out, and let's have it running. Let's send that again. And there we go. We are getting the console.log here. Although it's not getting here because we are not sending any results to that request that they're making. So I'm going to cancel that right here, because next time we'll be showing something. If I can just like res.send, if I can do that and just go with comment dot author. I think that was the case. If I save that and then I send it, I would probably get the author name. There we go. So this is what we're going to do now. Is now that we know that everything's working, we are going to find request.author.text. I think request.body.author. Request.body.author. And I don't know who is texting me. I'm gonna go offline with WhatsApp for some time because people are texting, and it's very difficult for me to like concentrate. We are going to set comment.author as a request dot body dot author. It has that, and if it doesn't, we're gonna go with no. So let me just edit it properly. For those of you who know how Turney works, is that if we find that there is an author inside the body of the request that you're making, it's gonna update the comment.author with the request of body.author, and if not, it's gonna do a null. And I'm just going to duplicate this and select that out and write power of Sublime, guys, power of Sublime. I don't know how. I have been thinking about switching to Atom.io. Not Atom.io. Atom, text editor. Just let me know if which one do you prefer, and should I try it out? Try something different, or just. I personally have been using Sublime for as long as I have been coding. So it's just one of those one of those things for me that I am going to be a Sublime person. Anyway, let's go and save the comment. I think it's gonna be no, it's gonna be the small guy because I'll be saving the comment. This comment. I'll be saving that inside the server which we have. It's going to be comment.save, and that is going to give a function, basically a callback, that if there is an error, if there is an error, what we're going to do is we are going to console.log that error, unless, okay, wrong. Doing that again. Okay, no. And if there is no error, we are going to go with a res.send and a res.send. Here we go. We are not going to console.log. We are going to do a res.send. Why would we do a console.log? We want that appearing in the postman. If it doesn't happen, we are going to go with returning a res.json, and inside that, we're going to return a message, which is going to be that comment has been, and that's about it. Let's take care of the semicolons. That is the updation part, and if we go here and, well, if we, let's say, I think it was X form encoded. I don't quite remember. Probably it was X form encoded. we are giving author. Let's set the value to be. Let's just you know, get this request of comments. So we know that the author is I'm the author, and I'm saying comments are cool. Now I'm not going to change the author because we're going to see the ternary thing working here. That even if you don't change the author, it's not going to be a big problem because it's just going to do a big null. So that's not going to be a problem. Now let's just use this ID again and use a put request, and inside the body we are going to we are not going to use that. We are going to use the text, and the value of the text will be let's think of something cooler. I don't know. So basically, my friend got a job today. Got a job, and I'm very happy. This legit happened. My friend, his name is Sanchit. He got a job today at a good enough company named Global ID. So kudos to him, and well, I wish that he excels in every future endeavor which he takes. Now, if we send this thing, I'm just gonna hope that this works. The comment has been updated, and if we do a get request to the comments, right? So if everything is working, we should get that updated comment. And there we go. My friend got a job, and I'm very happy, and the author is not changed. Now, the next thing what we want to do is set up the deletion of the comments. Now, this will be a fairly easy thing to do because I don't know, I just feel that this would be an easy thing to do because what we have to do is we just add the delete, and inside that we're going to have to use a function. We are not passing any routes to it, so we don't care. Honestly speaking, we don't care. Basically, we do care. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna obviously we're gonna have to give it a route. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna have to give it a route, and the route will be same as this guy. ID. Because this is a delete request and that is a put request. It depends on the kind of request that it's making. I'm not sure about how the REST APIs work and how to make such things RESTful. I mean, I don't remember it. I've worked on it. There is a particular repository where I have made a RESTful app. Let's show off a little bit about of let's show a little bit of my GitHub. Been very active lately. So let's go to a semantic blog. In this blog, I have made all the RESTful the RESTful APIs. See here, you have to use a method override and stuff like that for using the using the put feature. I would like to use an express sanitizer as well. What it does is that it prevents any other user from entering data and not data, entering script data and running it on my PC, but not PC server. We'll get into that later in the next video probably, but at the moment, so this is how it works. Put works that way, and yeah, there we go. The loop works that way as well. So we are following the RESTful thing. Now, notice that things have changed here as well because every 2 seconds we're rendering this. Okay, so it will have a function, and that function would obviously have a request and a response. Now, what we will do here is We are directly going to go with comment, not this guy. Come on, comments, comment, remove. That is one of the reasons why you need to have your model, the model which you're importing, with a different kind of a little bit different than the other stuff that you're doing, like comment on all of that, and then your URL, because you might get confused. So we're going to go with this, and this has a very peculiar way of querying for that ID. Now what we're going to do is um, we are going to find the ID, which is request.grams dot comment underscore ID, which is what we are getting here. We are going to search for it, and once we do that, we are going to get a callback function. Not again, we're going to introduce a callback function with the error and comment. Let's use comment. And again, our very basic error handling is if there's an error, if there's an error, we're gonna respond with send, and we're gonna send the error. Else, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna copy and paste this guy. And comment has been deleted. So if everything, let me just take care of this. If everything works properly, we are going to have a very nice functional component, not only component but a good RESTful. Okay, app crash waiting for file changes. Wait. Okay, I've used res and res, whereas it's going to be res and rec. So things, yeah, there we go. So now you can see that even NodeMon kind of like it restarts the server, and that is what it's there for. So it's a nifty and handy tool to have, because I don't have to close and rerun the server again and again. Anyway, which thing should be? Yeah, we are going to remove this this ID, because brethren is just not true anymore. It's a joke, don't ask. What we'll do is we are going to make a delete request, and we are going to delete this ID. And just notice that it's still there in our component. And if we do the send, fingers crossed. Okay, there is a huge error. Comment underscore ID cannot read properly. Comment underscore ID undefined. Okay. First the request is made, then the oh my god, then the res is passed. I just hope that this works now. I'm such an idiot. We are still gonna send that, and we get that the comment has been deleted. If you go there, we don't see that comment anymore. And here as well, again, if we just do a get request there, you see that the comment is not there anymore. So that is how we have inserted our well, basically our update and delete feature using Postman. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to use Axios again and put that inside our app, and that would probably be the last video which I'll be publishing. Maybe a video after that to just take care of a little bit of the styling which is there, because this looks pretty boring. Although we'll have the functionalities working, but the front end is also a big part of any application. So, yeah, so this has been Abhishek, and well, happy coding.